Good evening, good morning. Welcome to week 4 of PADM 401 here at Penn State University. Just going to do this real quick so you get at least a little bit of face time with me and I can go over some previous notes. So just quick on the announcements. Paper is due. I'm taking this on Monday night, so it's Sunday, 11:59 p.m. I'll give you the extension to wherever you are. So if you're on the West Coast, you get 11:59 Pacific time. If you're on the East Coast, 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. So get your paper in. If there's an issue, let me know. But again, I'm only going to give extensions for medical emergencies, family emergencies, things like that, because you guys have known about this for some time. I want to really emphasize on this paper, again, on the discussion boards, you're free to maybe be a little bit more or less concise, I should say, and opinionated, and that's fine, and that's why I have the discussion boards. On this paper, I want you to be specific, I want you to be factual, I don't want a needy, we need to work together more, we need to improve cybersecurity, we need to do this better. I want specific actions, as specific as possible, just like I mentioned in that YouTube video of that paper overview that I gave, that really nail down your thoughts. So again, I want a argument, a narrative, and I want specific examples. Just going over week 3, I think some what you would do if you were king for a day, queen for a day. Some surprising answers, some unsurprising answers. A lot of you mentioned funding. That is interesting because I arguably we spend too much money on Homeland Security. And not just if you throw in the $90 billion that we spend at the federal level, but you're talking about the hundreds of billions of dollars the states spend on police, fire, and state homeland. We're talking about the liquidity and like the Homeland Security grant programs that sometimes go disproportionately to South Dakota and rob New York out of its proportionate funding. It sometimes robs the border states. Again, Texas gets about the same amount of money as South Dakota. However, Texas has to secure a border. They have a bigger population, bigger land mass. So again, funding is I wouldn't say we spend too little on Homeland Security. I think we don't apportion it correctly. And that goes a lot with the Federalist theme of the last couple of weeks, how the Constitution breaks the powers between the federal government and the state government, and states have rights. States can apportion certain monies, even though it might not be in the best interest of the country as a whole. A couple mentioned, again, authorities and appointments. A lot of people wanted governors. A couple people wanted governors to run the show. That's fine, but again, can a governor, if the 82nd Airborne deploys to New Orleans, should they fall under a governor? That would be almost unprecedented for a federal organization to fall under a governor. Should FEMA fall under the governor? Should other federal assets fall under the governor? Those are the kind of the questions that when we're talking about appointments, who's the guy in charge, it brings up several issues. And again, a paper could be, a couple of people actually had paper topics on that. So intelligence sharing, intelligence gaps, intelligence sharing, being able to do the same things you might do in Iraq and Afghanistan between states and counties and municipalities. Have the same technologies, have the same ability to share information, those types of issues. Yeah, we have fusion centers. That's what they're supposed to be doing. But I've taught this class several times, and I've had people who've worked in fusion centers in my class, and I always ask this question, what does the fusion center do that the FBI JTTFs do not? And if somebody can give me an answer on that, who might work on the fusion center, please let me know, because I've studied this problem, and I still don't have a full answer of where the lines that the fusion centers do and what the JTTFs do, and how come we've built these fusion centers on top of the already existing JTTFs. Please inform me on that. So that's week 3. Week 4, again, it's a real easy week because I know most people will be doing their papers. So just go through the readings. I covered kind of the strategy issues in the previous post. But when you're thinking about strategy, think how you can muster your resources to defeat or accomplish whatever mission. That's the essence of strategy. So think like that along those lines, and as you're going through this week's lesson. So I look forward to your papers on Sunday, and if there's questions or issues, please let me know.